Are you everyone? So, Mamaji asked me today to ask. So I said, okay, because no one wanted me, to say anything. Yes. So, I don't realize why you all didn't want to say anything. But we really like to say thank you, Guruji and Swamiji, for your love and blessings. There is no price or gift to wisdom, as we all know. And it's really a great joy to be here among all of you. And this reunion means a lot to us. There's a little story I would like to share because I think it's better, it comes from your heart. So, it was once this Mahatmaji, he was in a little dilemma because the goddess Lakshmi, Anna Lakshmi, approached him and asked him the question, out of both of us, Lakshmi and Alakshmi, the goddess of wealth, and of course the opposite. This is good.
Maybe Uber say, we just on the top. You're still audible, we can hear you.
Yes, yes. All right. So, of course, they both ask him, who is greater, who is much more beautiful, whether it's Mother Lakshmi Ma or Alakshmi. So this Mahatma was in a dilemma. If I say Lakshmi, then the divine Lakshmi will curse me and I will be in more problems. And if I say Lakshmi, then Mother Lakshmi will not be pleased. So then he asked, what should I do? And then he reverenced his guru, he thought of his guru and said, Guruji, Mahatmaji, Swamiji, please provide this answer for me because I'm in a dilemma. I don't want to be cursed by either of the mothers. And he said, most of you please go by the gate and return and then I'll give you the answer. And when both of them came inside, he said, the answer should be given to you, and the answer is that, oh Lakshmi Ma, you look so beautiful coming in. And Lakshmi, you also look very beautiful, but going out. The meaning of the story is that sometimes we are confused and we are baffled with issues, but when we surrender to Guru Maharaj or to our Swami, the answer will come. So, just as many of you are in a dilemma what to say, how to say thank you, it's really, we cannot really thank a Swami or Guruji, but the best way to do so, in my simple way, is to live up to his expectation. Of course, he expects nothing from us. But the best way to say thank you is to be happy every day and to remember his words, that what he taught us for 1993 to 95 still stuck in my memory. If you want to please the Guru or Swamiji, just be happy every day in your life. Most of the days in our lives, of course, many of you, but for me, this word will come every day. Chinta kyu kar rahe ho? What is there to be worried about when?
Thanks to you is not enough. We know that your efforts and your dedication and your willingness to make this happen certainly made it. And we hope that this will not be and next 20 years again. But we hope that this will happen.
And where you are in a happy, joyous mood every moment. So today, we'd like to say thank you, Swamiji. And we hope that this can happen again. It's really refueling to us because it's very easy to go back in the world and be crushed with the challenges we have. But I guess when we remember your words and we think of you, those challenges, they just pass by so quickly that your message, your memory, your words, your Shakti Vakya, or Vakya Shakti, it really removes whatever dilemma in our minds. So you realize I'm trying to talk passive language, not directly, because we don't want to be scolded really. You see, it's difficult when, how can the waves say thank you to the ocean? It's like the little sunfly trying to say how great the sun is. It's very difficult. So, to me, the best dakshina we can give, as Guruji has given us the message today, is to let us know that we are not jivas anymore, but we are that divine spark of divinity within us. Something happened some years ago, and I thought I have never shared it with anyone, and I thought, well, today's the best day I should, because this is the only opportunity I might get after a long time. Since 1995, I haven't seen Guruji or Swamiji, and I always wish, like, where can I find him? By that time, we had not much technology in my country, so there was no way to meet Swamiji. So I went to Puttaparthi, Baba. It was a Shivratri morning, and then, of course, Baba brought out the lingam from his mouth and so on. And there people will crush you because everybody was really, they were all rushing to see Swami, Baba. And while they were fighting, their pathway was made, and of course, I made my way up to Baba. And I asked, they said, whatever you ask, there really comes true. And there I asked Baba, please let me find my Guru, my Swamiji, if there is any way I can meet him or see him. That's my only wish I have. And that morning, when that Shivratri program was concluded, and I was about to walk out the gate about 10 minutes after, there was Swamiji standing, and it was the best day of my life. It was like all my sadhana materialized and fructified there. And Swamiji was there, and from ever since, well, of course, that contact was made. So, my passive language again, our duty really is to live up to Swamiji's words, to be happy souls. Sukha dukha sama kritva labhu labhu, jaya jaya. Always in every name, fame, claim, take everything as the same. Sometimes he will scold, it's just meant that he wants to mold our soul. So don't let your heart be cold, because he's always doing everything to better our lives. So Swami, thank you so much. And there's one thing I read in the paper clipping yesterday that you gave us, is that a Guru or Swami, the teacher, will strip you naked from all that you have and you don't want to have. He will strip you from all the things you're not required to have, and he will give you what is necessary for you to have. That's the reason why we're here. And you can really go on and say thank you, but Swamiji gets that like hundreds of emails every day. Everyone tells him the same thing, and I'm doing the same thing here. So we just don't want to become frustrated, because it's a happy and joyous occasion. And on behalf of all of us, Swamiji, we love you dearly. You will always be in our hearts. And from a little boy, I always ask Bhagavan, please give me or give us the best. And the Lord has provided us the best. Of course, thank you so much. Let us all join as we close our eyes and feel the divine energy, the blessings of Guru Maharaj, of Swami, of all these great masters. Om Dhyanamulam Guru Murti Pujamulam Guru Padam Mantramulam Guru Vakyam Mokshamulam Guru Kripa Mantramulam Guru Vakyam Mokshamulam Guru Kripa. Bolo Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. So, please.
Hari Om. Guru Mai. Swamiji, Guru Mai has asked us to say a few words because the scolding afterwards we'll leave and go. But today our few words comes from our hearts, and I would like to say that there was a politician who had died, and he went to Swarga. Well, he went to above, and there he met Bhagwan, and Bhagwan told him, he said, you can either go on the left-hand side, which is the door to hell, and the right-hand side, the door to heaven. You make the choice. So, the politicians told God, he said, well, Bhagwan, I don't have to choose. I know I want to go. I want to go in heaven. So Bhagwan told him, he said, if you make a choice now, not knowing what you're going to meet, I think you should enter both places and see for yourself what it has to offer, and then you make your choice. So go in heaven first and see what is there. So the politician entered into heaven, and he saw suffering and crying and fire burning and everybody in pain. So he said, but on earth, I heard heaven is the most wonderful place. Why is all this pain here? He came back out, he went on the other side, and he examined hell. When he entered into hell, he saw everybody happy. Lots of food and no work, everybody enjoying life. He came back out. He said, Bhagwan, on Mrityu Lok, this is not what we were told. We were told in heaven, all the happiness is there, and hell, suffering. But I saw the opposite today. Bhagwan said, well, you saw, make a choice. He said, well, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I want to go hell. Bhagwan said, well, where you go now, once you enter, you can't come back out. So he said, well, Bhagwan, I'm going in hell. As the politician entered into hell, what he saw in heaven, he started seeing in hell now. Fire burning, suffering souls, crying, pain. He ran back by the door. He said, Bhagwan, please let me out. Why did you fool me? Bhagwan said, I was campaigning. When a politician tells you exactly what you want to hear, and after they get into power, they don't give you anything. But with a guru, Guruji has not, he don't have to campaign. The scriptures is not campaigning for us. The scriptures are factual, and it is given to us for us to make our choices. And for the past so many years of our lives, we have been touched in many, many different ways by Swamiji. And this is not to praise him, but personally speaking, to me, if there is a God on this earth, it is Swamiji. And I believe that in my heart, 2000%. Just like I would say, Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah, I will chant Swamiji names in every satsang, in every yajna. And to me, I feel that this is not praising anyone. It is not to praise Swamiji, and we know that Swamiji don't want praise. We know that he will scold us for doing that. But what happened yesterday, apart from this week, in fact, where we were given the opportunity to do Prasaada Puja, remember I said, Shabari waited her whole life to touch the feet of Bhagwan Sri Ram. We only had to wait 22 years. And we got the opportunity. And I want to tell you all, that may never happen in this life again from our Swamiji. So, I know many of us shed tears of emotions and love and whatever, but just like Shabari, when she was given the opportunity, she washed the feet of Bhagwan Sri Ram, not with Ganga Jal, but the Ganga Jal that flowed from her heart. And we have been touched, Swamiji. We want to thank you so very much for allowing us to be part of your life. We know that you have allowed us, it's not because we want to be, because you have allowed us. I want to thank you so very much. We'll continue to take the dust of your feet to shine the mirror of our hearts, and we pray that you will forever remain in our lives. Thank you again. And also today we want to say and express on behalf of all of us here and on behalf of Swamiji, Bhai, thank you so very much for capturing these wonderful moments for us. What you have done is something that will remain not on the tape, but on the recordings of our mind, and many years from now, not that we are going back in the past, but many years from now, your work will reflect Swamiji in our lives. And on behalf of all of us and Swamiji, we want to thank you so very much. And we would like to make a very small presentation to you, which Bharti will.
It's for you.
This what we have given is a simple, very small token of appreciation, but what you have done there, that will last forever. The blessing of Swamiji will be forever in your life. I want to thank you as well. Thank you. Hari Om, everyone.
Swamiji, our dear Mama would like to say a few words.
No, I'm not.
And before I give Jayanti ji, I want to say also to our Guru Mai, she was so excited about this whole thing. I want to thank you and Swamiji for the efforts that you all made and for the efforts that you all put into this. I know you all struggled to get into contact with those of like us who live very far, but thanks to you is not enough. We know that your efforts and your dedication and your willingness to make this happen certainly made it. And we hope that this will not be the next 20 years again, but we hope that this will happen probably every 2 years, if possible. Thank you. Hari Om.
गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. It was a very nice mail from Ma, always first, that we would have Swamiji with us for a camp, which would remind us of the great days of learning and to get into touch with our learning, to take it ahead further. So that was indeed a great pleasure. So for that I should thank Swami Jnanananda ji. And from the time we entered, from taking the goods in the car and coming here with a cheerful disposition, Swami Paramatmananda was also with us. Okay. And Paramanand, sorry, I used to remember him as Deepak ji and Nandika ji only. So those names are very dear to the heart. Okay. And thirdly, our Mahamandaleshwar ji, not this way, but here. Okay, Mahamandaleshwar ji also for running. One day I saw him passing through. People have bullfight, having a javelin in the hand, like that. Har Har Mahadev was telling and going. Okay. Suddenly I turn around from the front of my room and then there's a face going there. All the spirit and the joyous bliss that Swamiji gave us, that makes us what we are today, irrespective of wherever we are and what we are. I also like to thank Swamini Radhikananda ji from time to time going and like she was serving Swamiji and from behind. So like, but she would not be able to, okay, she would not be wanting to recognize it also. But we are not going to give tokens of love to all these people, but just a word of love and thanks to all, on all of your behalf that I am putting words here. Okay. And Swami Avadhutananda ji, I didn't know okay, what I could say. Okay. So thanks to him also. Okay. And it was a very nice gathering and really Swamiji, this point of time I had a lot of doubts, like a lot of whys. And then you stopped me asking whys, but you answered me a lot of things. Like I was asking myself how the matter and spirit get united, like Swami. A lot of people do Shavasana and Swami Vivekananda ji also had an inquiry about it. So where would it unite? And it didn't go that much well, and I was in the course when I was 19. Maybe some of the classes I slept then also. So this time at least, when Swamiji really said about Nada Bindu Kala, things opened the eyes again. So this reunion really had a meaning in life for me. Hari Om, thanks to everybody, and Hari Om to Swamiji.
Someone is going to come, everyone, others. Yeah.
Bye everybody.
बोलो सतगुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Swami ji, I got it. You got something. Okay. Swami ji will have a group photograph outside. Come in. We'll call Swami.
We need your passport.
Done? Asha, now again you take one more. We will raise our hands 45 degrees up and say ha. Ready?
Ye.
Ha! Ha! Great.
चल देखा कैसे देखो सबका लिया है ना सब है ना बीच में
Can you get
नीचे मिल जाएगा चेयर